What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to What's That Tech. Today we're going to be talking about the Xbox Elite Series 2 controllers. Now, first of all, why am I making this video? Well, there are some differences between the two controllers that I have here, and I couldn't find any YouTube video, any forum on Reddit, anything online, anything to describe the differences between them other than the carrying case that comes with the non-core version. So let's get the camera around, dive into it. I'll explain to you why I have exactly two of them, then I'm going to explain to you what the differences are, and maybe this video will help you out, help you decide which one to get, what's right for you, and yeah, let's just get into it. So as you can see, we have the standard version right here, and then we have our Elite Series 2 Core Edition right here. Immediately you can tell the standard edition has always been black. The Core Edition comes in a blue, black, and white, as you can see down below. It comes in a red, black, and white, and then it comes in a black and white version. The standard edition is going to come with your carrying case, protective case, hard shell, whatever you want to call it, and all of your extras inside. So we have a charging dock, we have your extra thumbsticks, we have your D-pad here, and then we have your actual paddles for the back of the controller. The Core Edition does not come with a carrying case, simple as that. So in the Core Edition, actually, you're going to find that it comes with the Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, your interchangeable D-pad, 2 of the interchangeable thumbsticks, USB-C cable, and the thumbstick adjustment tool. By the way, this one also comes with a USB cable, but it's in my laptop bag and I didn't feel like getting it out. On the back of each controller, you're going to find the same things. Your adjustments for the triggers, you're going to find the places for your paddles to go to on both of them, and that is it. Now, there's a little extra something about the controllers that I didn't know about, and that is why I'm making this video. But first of all, why do I have two of them? So I have two of them specifically because on mine, I've had this one for a long time. My Y button right here, for some reason it's been intermittent since I've had it. It's always worked, but every now and then when I clicked it, it wouldn't actually function or do what it's supposed to in my game. Like swap weapons in Call of Duty, for instance. It's my most common game with a controller, that and racing game. It does work, and I think it works all the time, but sometimes I had to press it a little harder for it to actually recognize. The biggest thing that happened to me is my left joystick here, my right one still clicks. My left one does not click anymore. That's an issue because you run in Call of Duty. You run in other games, and I don't know what button that does in a lot of other games, but it does something in games. So that's bad. We had to get a replacement or fix it or something. Now, I don't specifically have the tools here. I need to get one of those iFixit kits from Best Buy, but I currently don't have it because I can probably take this apart and undo everything, and there's probably just something under it keeping it from pressing in, but I don't usually have enough time to mess with that stuff, so I said heck with it. Let's look into this and get another one. Well, I found out a couple days ago they make a core version of this as well, and the core version did not come with your carrying case. So I'm like, okay, is there any actual differences in the controllers? I looked at YouTube, I looked at Reddit, I looked at a bunch of online forums. I could not find anything to tell me what is the difference between the two. I don't know if it's just left out or used. I don't know if it's not talked about, if it's not noticed. I have no idea. But this is actually a little bothersome to me. It shouldn't be. It is because of how much you have to pay for the controller. So this right here comes in at your what, $179 in the US. I think it's $179, so $180 plus tax. This one right here typically comes in at $140. Luckily, I found this at Best Buy, open box in the shape that it's in, and it's in very, very, very good shape. But this was like $105 after tax. So I found it very, very hard to pass this up. But what are the differences other than that? Well, see, on this one right here, we have the rubberized textured grips, which feel great, or at least they used to. They're a little bit wore out now from me using it. It's got a rubberized top right here as well, a rubberized bottom down here, and the rubber on the grip here, and then the typical button layout. This one, however, Microsoft, please explain to me why this was necessary. I really don't know. Now, I need you all to leave a comment down in the section below of if there's a reason why they did this. This is plastic. It's just plastic. There is no rubberized filling to it or texture or whatever at all to it. This down here has that rubberized, this really smooth rubberized filling. This is just smooth plastic. Nothing else. That's all it is. I noticed on this one, if I take and lightly scratch it down here, let me give it some good scuffing. There's some scuffing. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you see where I just scuffed it down between the D-pad and the joystick there? So let's try to rub that back out. Let me just try to rub that scuffing back out of here. See how good of a job I did. Look at that. It came right out. There is absolutely no scuffing left on this. This right here, if I do the same thing, scratch on it. I probably should not do this because this is not cheap, and I may or may not exchange it back in Best Buy. But now you see this. Let's get to focus. I can see it plain as day in front of me, but trying to get it to focus in the light. If I can get the light to shine on it. There we go. A little bit. Now let's see if we can get that back out. Let's just do this right here and see if it'll come out. It does for the most part, and I don't know if you can still see it on camera or not, but there is still the lightest amount of scuffing left there. So basically what I'm getting at is that this thing is going to be a lot easier to scratch and scuff up, and the feeling of it is just, it's not as premium, and it's like that on top and bottom. This white is also the same way. It's not textured, that rubberized texture on the bottom, and that drives me insane. Oh yeah, my nub here on this broke off as well. I don't know what happened to it. I just know it fell off one day, and I think it's just a rubber nub that fits over top of the controller or the trigger adjustment there. But if you see, there's the nub on that one, and the nub is missing. I can still drag it back like so. It's definitely not as easy. That nub makes it a whole lot easier to do it with, but that's another reason to get this. And for those who care, I'm not sure if you're going to care or not. See how this one says Elite Series 2 right here? This one, I can't even get to focus on the regular wording here, not much anyway. But this one does not. It's got the wording down here, but there's nothing up here saying Elite Series 2, so there's the wording. Not that they have to flash it on there, but those are just some key differences. That's my nitpick about this thing. Other than that, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Here's the top of it again. I love the shine around it. I love the buttons. I do wish that it had, like, I love the buttons on this because they were blacked out and the lettering was kind of gray looking. I really like that, and honestly, I might take this apart at some point and put them in here if I don't take this back and get another one of these. I don't know yet, because I like having the offset. If I had all these black buttons right here put onto this thing would like look really, really cool. But there's the top of it. I do love that color of blue is just gorgeous, and if you hold it at the side, I think that looks really awesome. I love that tone. It's very, very, very pretty, and that is the differences. So we have the core comes without the case, and it also comes without the rubberized texture that's never been disclosed by anything for some reason. If we want to take these off, by the way, if anybody's curious, I'll take those off, switch these over if you want to see what that looks like. Take that off, put that on here. That's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and put also this piece on there in case you're wondering what the bigger one looks like. There's that. So I think that looks really cool. I think if it had the extra black buttons right here and then these were blacked out, that would be sick. But without further ado, I think that's probably enough for this video. I have strung it out a little bit longer than I really anticipated, and I have to get 2 videos edited for Silent Hill 2 gameplay on my other channel. If you're interested in that, I will have a link in my description for our other YouTube channel, Canonic Odyssey, or you can type it in the YouTube search bar at K Odyssey and you'll have it up. So yep, I've got to get all this done before I go to work. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as possible. Hit that notification icon while you're at it so you know when the next tech review comes up. Tech or gadget or whatever I have here. And yeah, if you have any comments about these, or if maybe you know why they decided to go with a plastic fill on top instead of a rubber fill on top and bottom, maybe there's something I missed, let me know in the comments below, and that would be great. And yeah, I'm gonna edit these 3 videos, get them out, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, peace out, y'all. Take care. Bye.